En geno mara nyakwa Ramogi ni riyo maber, wan be Ramogi TV kawaikore mar kelo ni weche manyien mag Migago e thuolo ni. Ka in gi thuolo mar oro ote machok e laini maro mar ote machok ma en 23600. Machiegni to mokwongo wang'iane mago ma wamiyo pek. 75 ma ok opuodhi e kaunti ma Narok olor kama moko auchiel bende olor tijegi moko tok rem chopo kare dwaro mag duol matayo rang'iny mag chenro mag jochiw thieth e pacho ka KMPDC.
Nikiwa Kangundo nikishughulikia huyu ameumia maana amevunjika, nikapigiwa simu nikaambiwa yule ndugu mwingine wake ni mkubwa yake amedungwa na kisu na ametuacha.
Japiko moro wi olokore kawachore ni nonego ng'at achiel kendo weyo ji mamoko ariyo gi hinyruok e alwora ma Kangundo e kaunti ma Machakos. Kawuono bas manyien mar tim mar adhula mar Gor Mahia dhi oro gwenge mopogore opogore e boma ma Nairobi. Ramogi arwakini machiegni nyinga Milton Ochieng' Awuor. Riwruok mar Msalaba Makwar oyango ni kwand oganda moseyudo achiedh nade mokel koda koth mar El Nino e gwenge mag North Eastern osekalo 20,000 kendo kwanno pod medo mana idho. Jatelo mar alwora ma North Eastern Mohamed Abdikadir yango ni midhiero ma kama omedore kaluwore gi pong' mar aora Tana kendo muoch. Jolok ohala e Windsor mayudore Garissa kwano lal mag mwandu mathoth tok oula ne ywero mwandugi magiuso kendo temo reso mwandugo ne ogore e lwanda. Sani gikwayo sirikal gi migepe mowinjore mondo mi omed wuok oko mar bero lwasi makama ma kapok okelo midhiero mamoko.
Hatuwezi fanya chochote. Kutoka juzi tumeathirika vibaya sana na kuna usaidizi tumepata tangu hii maji ingie kwetu. Hata 2018 ilikuwa the same hivi tu. Usaidizi kikuja kuna wenye wanapewa, sisi hatupewi hata chochote. Haya, maji imeingia home and away, hapa maji imejaa. Na hisi Bulashek maji imejaa kwa nyumba. Hata sijui nitaenda wapi na watoto leo.
Sasa tunaomba pia tusaidiwe kwa sababu maji imejaa, hatuna mahali ya kulala. Watu wengine wameingiliwa na maji kwa manyumba, tuna watoto, hakuna mahali naweza peleka watoto, sisi tuko kwa shida. Naomba kama kuna vinyo naweza saidiwa.
Watoto hata lunch leo wanjakula juu, sasa hiyo kazi itafanywa wapi? Hata mahali ya kupikia watoto hakuna. So as you can see, tuko hivi tuko. Hata ukiangalia wenzangu hapa watu wa Windsor, tuko too stranded. We need your help.
So far for the region, it is approximately now over 20,000 figures. That is the figure that we are talking about. But we are yet to know, these are already people, who are now waiting for assistance, humanitarian support. But these numbers are likely to grow beyond the estimated or anticipated numbers. The numbers are growing, so these numbers are not reliable. And even in some places within even Garissa Township where we are today, the number of displaced is growing. So we cannot certainly say that this is the exact number until registration, verification and validations are done.
Jodak mathoth e gwenge ma Trakta, Ngamerema, Ward e kaunti ma Isiolo koro dong' e gunda tok koth mapek muko utegi e kind kethruok mamoko mag mwandu mane okel koda koth makamano. Alex Lopeyo motelo ne alwora ma Trakta yango ni kodhno noketho apeini kendo kelo pek ne yore wuoth ka gikwayo apisa mag migawo mar apaya mondo chopi oresgi. Jodak makono yango ni koth makama oweyogi gachiedh nade mopogore gino mabende chunogi ruo piny e koyo. Ginyiso luoro margi ni koth makama kidek nyayo gamo tuoche mopogore opogore n'oganda ka gikwayo migawo mar thieth mondo ket okenge mowinjore.
Hakuna kitu mimi nimepata hapa. Mbuzi, alikuwa na mbuzi hapa. Watoto ya mbuzi amepotelea hapa. Kuku amepotelea hapa. Vitu yote amepotelea hapa. Lakini ako na mbuzi ile kubwa kubwa. Hajameza maji.
Wale wa Chinese walikuwa wanatengeneza hii barabara, wameweka ukuta. Sasa hapa ni kama bonde. Maji inakuja inasimama hapa, inarudi mpaka inamaliza hii kijiji yote.
Sisi tuko kabisa mahali mbaya kabisa. Kwa hivyo serikali wajue vile wanaweza kutuokoa tukiwa hapa Trakta. Bisa tungepata enye itatusaidia kabisa. Maybe watupe trakta enye itapiga mtaro kabisa ielekeze hii maji kama mpaka kwa Laga. Na kitu basi enye tunaweza kuweka mahali pa kulalia. Na kukula hata.
Jatend jotij piny owacho Felix Kosgei ogolo siem ne jotij sirikal mibiro yudi koda keth mag mibadhi kowacho ni kindegi koro bedo machuok. Kanolose mbalariany ma Machakos e nyasi mar chako ayanga okang' mar 4 kod 5 e chenro mar Last Miles County Connectivity Program, Kosgei noyango ni giseketo yore mag rieko mabiro chiwo weche e wi jatij sirikal moro amora man koda mibadhi. Kosgei geno ni chenro mar Last Miles County Connectivity Program biro chiwo thuolo mag tich ne rowere monywako koda kamago ma bende osedonjo e tiyo kod yedhe mamero ji nikech koso tich mikelo kod mibadhi.
And Ministry of Education leverage on technology and let our students across schools to benefit from even few teachers, few competent teachers teaching in specific schools to teach the entire country. They can even teach accounting. They can even teach the entire country a particular subject at the same time. It is possible. So that we can even have some savings that we can invest in other sectors that requires huge capital to be invested in.
We have already rolled out into the market. The President launched the cheap smartphones 1 week ago to facilitate meaningful and inclusive connectivity so that we can have cheap smartphones in the hands of all Kenyans. But overall, let me say one thing, that the purpose of doing all this is to enhance efficiency and effectiveness in government. Efficiency in service delivery. Efficiency in the sense that we should reduce the cost of operations in government. Effectiveness within the context of service delivery to the people. All Kenyans moving forward will be able to consume government services from the comfort of wherever they are.
Komiti mar od bura mochung'ne loso bajet dhi nyime kod romo gi jokombe mag komiti mag od bura mopogore opogore e wi bajet mambalang' mar iko omenda 2023-2024. Komitino motelne kod jaod bura ma Kiharu Ndindi Nyoro kawo kwayo mag komitigo e wi pok mar omenda motelo ne loso kendo chwalo bajet makamano e nyim od bura mamalo. Okinyi ma kawuono jokanyo mag komitino nogolo kwayo mondo tim lokruok e chenro mar kawo rowere mariwore gi jolweny e pacho ka kaka yo mar neno ni rowere mawuok e anyuola mochando bende oyudo thuolo mar riwore kod jolweny. Giwacho ni chenrono osebedo ka pong' gi mibadhi. Wawinjane kaka chenrono dhi nyime.
So can you fight for these young men and women because you are still a youth? You know they need you and they need this nation. Honorable Chair, I submit my report. I can take questions from the members. Thank you very much for according me this opportunity.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. Yeah. And first of all, I want to thank you for the very eloquent presentation. And forgive me, Honorable Masako is saying you are eloquent, but he can't remember anything you said. So I don't know. He has other reasons he'll tell us later. Yeah. But I want to thank you very much, Honorable Alice, because you are very passionate. I interact with you a lot in regards to the departments you oversight, and you are very, very passionate about the work you do. And maybe that's why you are able to accomplish so much. So I want to assure you that this committee will keep on doing everything possible to be of help to you and your MDS, basically because the entire social safety net of the country is under your ministries and departments and agencies and sagas that you oversight as your committee. And of note, so that I give other members a chance, is the fact that we must do what we must as a government, as a committee, to assist you to get resources for the recently registered parents of ours, wazes, who were registered and they need to start receiving something very soon. So we'll be deliberating on that to see where we can assist each other, because even as the economy grows, and as we mentioned GDPs, there are many who cannot be able to take part in the growth of the economy due to various reasons, and especially those who are senior citizens. And it's our obligation as government to make sure that the work they've done in making sure our country is where it is, we also look after them in a manner that befits their respect. So we will keep on looking at the areas we can be of help, also in regards to the youth and to our other colleagues who are able differently. So that is our obligation as people and as leaders, and we'll do what we must. Now, I want to give members a chance, starting with Honorable Makali Mulu.
Yeah, thank you, Chairman. Chairman, I'll be very brief. I must thank Alice. You know, Alice, we served with her 11th Parliament. That time she was more beautiful than you can see her now. She was very young. I had a chance to go with her to America for 2 weeks. So you can imagine what happened when we were there. So Alice, I'll be very brief.
Members are there are members who are passing notes here. They are saying you tell us more about that.
So Alice, just first question. All the elderly people above 70 in this country, are they in your register? That's the first question. The second question, when I look at your report, you have actually not reduced anything. You have just brought back all the deductions back to the budget, and you have not even indicated where the money comes from. Would I be right to say what you are saying is you request the committee to look for all this money and give it back to you? The third and last question, and this is not to you, this is the issue of us as a committee. I was just wondering, as you talked about counterpart funding, which has been reduced by the Treasury, I was asking myself, is it Treasury which signs all the agreements? Is it Treasury which knows how much money is required to meet the requirements of counterpart funding? Could they be wrong when they say reduce when they know the requirements? Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Let's go to Honorable Masako Dan. And we expected you to have a question.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Chair, Honorable Alice. Mheshimiwa Alice, you alluded to a fact that you want to do, to come to our constituencies and, replace the elderly who we have lost. But I'm wondering, we already registered all above 70. Do you still need to do that exercise? Because I believe all of them now are registered, and as Mheshimiwa Makali has put it, we just need to know how many in every constituency, and then you don't need to come around and do the replacement. Number two, Chair, there's this 159 million that Honorable Alice is asking for to help in renovation and equipping of the youth empowerment centers. I want to say that my youth officer called me recently. He's in charge of, I think, the whole county. And he's asking me he told me that he has money for a youth empowerment center. I wanted to know, out of the 159 you're asking for, what was the budget that you still hold? And so that we to just confirm that statement from the youth officer is correct. Because he's been asking me for land, and I didn't, but he says that the money is already available. And if it's yes, then we can quickly process that. And possibly, Chair, I still want to agree, if we find this 159 million somewhere, we need to support this department. I think it's an important important element to support our youth in constituencies. Thank you, Chair.
Honorable Sinari.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, Honorable Alice Nganga, we take observations made by departmental committees very seriously. Now, I want to look at just one, observation number 9, where you're proposing that the distribution of sanitary pads to schools be given to women county MPs. Now, I'm just wondering, if I pick Kakamega County, it has 12 constituencies. The number of schools there they're about 2,000. And then you are complaining that the same county offices had employed coordination officers, and you don't have funds. Do these officers have capacity to distribute all these sanitary pads to schools? That's what I'm wondering. Because if you look at the staffs, they would require time and movement. I want to know how the committee reached this recommendation. Thank you.
The Honorable Vice Chair.
Thank you, Chair, Social Protection. This is a very good presentation. My concern is only on one aspect, that is on audit, that you had actually requested for 30 million, or what was in the estimates. Now it's been reduced to 15, and you're seeking for reinstatement. Though the figure is immaterial, really, but I'm wondering why you would want to do an audit. Can't you get this information from the audit?
Jotelo mopogore opogore mag siasa oyuore nyasi mar koe kar yweyo mare mogik min od manen jaod bura Peter Odoyo e kinde mokalo. Wawinjane kaka chenro no dhi nyime.
Level, she was close to her siblings, uncles, aunties, and cousins. She was a happy child, in spite of the fact that she had several health problems arising from her being sickle cell anemic. Kate went to Mariakani Nursery and Primary Schools before transferring to boarding school at Nia Primary School in Siaya, where she completed her primary education. Due to numerous health challenges owing to her being sickle cell anemic, she attended Rai Girls High School, which was closer to hospital facilities in Kisumu. There, she sat for her East African Certificate of Education in 1977. She then proceeded to attend the Sumbi Girls High School, where she sat her Advanced Certificate of Education in 1979. In Asumbi, she was a deputy head prefect, and her peers remember her for her full afro and her consistently neat appearance. Kate met her future husband, Peter Odoyo, whilst still a student at Raya Girls. In 1980, they got married. After her husband came from his overseas studies, they started their life together. In 1981, she gave birth to her firstborn son, Elijah Otieno Odoyo. It was around this time that she developed a passion for the teaching profession, much like her mother, who was also a teacher. She enrolled at Kagumo Teachers College, where she attained a diploma in education in 1984. Shortly after, she was posted to Jamhuri High School in Nairobi to teach English and religious education. The average pass mark for many of her students at Form 4 level was a B grade in her taught subjects. In 1984, she had her daughter, me, Roslyn Awor Odoyo, and her last-born son, Edward Olo Odoyo, thereafter in 1988. Over the years, she also progressed her passion for cooking and dreamed of owning a restaurant. With the support of her husband, Peter, in 1996, she opened the Rumors Food Taxi, which was a mobile food truck that should park at community area in Nairobi. Rumors became a cherished fixture for the local community and a key lunchtime stopover. Through Rumors, she employed several people and also frequently provided meals at no cost to the homeless in the area. In 2004, she moved to London, where she became a social counselor. Her clients included young people with special needs. Many of her colleagues loved her for how she always went about her work with joy. She remained a people person. Her stay in London was also partly influenced by the fact that it allowed her to be close to her children who are in university in the UK. Elijah in Leicester University, myself in Manchester University, and Edward in Kent University. It also enabled her to be close to her sisters Susan in London, Chantel in Ireland, and Jackie in South England. In all this period, she remained a diligent and committed mother, wife, sister, grandmother, niece, and member of the various communities she became a part of. These included Kaha Sukari associations, her church, Cluster Group 7, as well as several chamas. She was also a committed member of the Kodialos, which brought together cousins and relatives from her homesteads in Alego and Kano. She was also known for her hospitality and generosity. Together with her husband, they would regularly host over 1,000 widows at a go in their homestead Nyakach, where the widows would receive gifts, presents, and capacity building on matters such as land ownership, second marriages, etc. In continuation of her passion for education, she accepted a role as a board chairperson of Moro Secondary School. Whilst in that role, she financed the attendance of several children from disadvantaged backgrounds, which she continued to do until her demise. At a personal level, she was committed to health and good living and was for many years a proud member of the Maisha Club at Serena Hotel in Nairobi. She loved traveling with her husband and visited many places such as the US, Belgium, Germany, UK, Italy, China, Egypt, Rwanda, Comoros, Tanzania, Dubai, Ireland, etc. She particularly enjoyed shopping and was known for her selective taste in quality. Kate was resilient and a fighter. In spite of the health challenges linked to sickle cell anemia, she survived the risky years. Catherine led a brave and determined battle for her life with grace and strength. Her journey through illness was marked by resilience, courage, and unwavering faith in God. In 2017, when on a routine visit to London, she went for a routine medical checkup at Ealing Hospital. Thereupon, a lump was discovered in her neck. Although benign, the doctors advised her that its location may pose a threat in later years. True to her spirit as a fighter, Kate conducted extensive research and identified a skilled doctor in India. She then traveled to Apollo Hospital in Ahmedabad, India, with her husband and son Edward for the successful surgery to remove the lump. After that, she led a normal life for 4 years, traveling the world with her husband. In 2021, after enduring the challenges of the COVID-19 pandemic and vaccinations, Catherine was diagnosed with early stages of uterine cancer. She was referred to a gyne-oncologist called Dr. Benjamin Eli of Coptic Hospital, Nairobi, who performed a successful surgery. She then embarked on chemotherapy and radiation treatments, which lasted for 26 grueling cycles over 10 months. She was then declared stable enough to lead a normal life. A year later, in November 2022, she sensed familiar pains in her abdomen. In December 2022, a CT PET scan confirmed that the tumor had returned. As a family, this time we did not hesitate. We immediately sought the expertise of an oncologist, Professor Dr. Sridhar, at HCG Hospital in Bangalore, India, who was referred by her close friend and confidant, Honorable Ruth Odinga. Over several months, the professor and his team administered a targeted treatment known as CyberKnife, one of the latest non-invasive treatments for cancer patients. Upon the successful CyberKnife surgery, she experienced on and off moments of relief as she continued with her day-to-day life. 3 months later, she began chemotherapy, complementary immunotherapy treatment, which entailed her traveling back and forth between Kenya and India. Sadly, after her third trip to India, Catherine began to experience complicated side effects and subsequent infections which tested her immunity to its limit, leading to hospitalization several times over several months. She made several...
Nyakwa Ramogi, wadhi nyime gi weche manyien mak manana kwa imondi wena ka oyweyo mokwongo kawa ayweyo wadhi nyime gi mathoth kik dhi mabor.
Unaona ni how much iko hapo tu?
1,100.
1,100.
Furaha kuu. View sasa ni ukweli.
Uliparticipate aje?
*487. Then they gave the pay bill number 724,177. Then nikalipa. Na ndio hiyo matokeo.
Ok en gima wendo ka ilalo yier wiyi maromo e kind 100 nyaka 150 kuom odiochieng' achiel kende. Kik chandi nimar en gima timorega.
Wekelea na shabiki kaende.
Niliambia kijana mimi sasa siendi na gari, nitengeneze. Nimekujia ndege, uwanja ndege. Nimekujia taksi mpaka hapa. Mimi kwa majina naitwa Samuel Juma Kiboi, natoka Kitale.
Na ukipigiwa simu ulikuwa wapi?
Nilikuwa kazini. Nakwambia nilipopigiwa simu ilianguka mkononi. Hata nimechukua loan na sijakamata 1500. Yale nilikuwa nimepanga. Yote yametimia.
Kama nini hivi?
Niko napeleka mahari ya kijana.
Ala.
Nilikuwa nimeweka tarehe 18. Mimi ni mgeni kama gut. So nilikuwa nauliza pesa itatoka wapi. Lakini sasa Mungu amepitia shabiki wakasema bwana, wacha tukufungue minyororo. Na ninaambia wale ambao wajacheza wajue ya kwamba chezo hii ni ya ukweli. Na nimeiona leo, na hata wale walikuwa wamekataa wakiwa mapasta wanasema utapeli, jana waliweza kusema, walitubu wakasema sasa hata nao wanaanza kucheza.
Kama last week, tumefanya tena this week. Juma Kiboi, 500,000 kaenda jackpot ya shabiki. All he did was very simple. Ni kunisikiliza tu na kufanya. Chukua simu yako, SMS KJP kwa 29063. Kaenda jackpot is a guaranteed jackpot. Lazima kila wiki tupatie mtu. Na sio lazima upate game zote. Juma alipata 11 out of 13. Ako na nusu milioni. What about you?
Wekelea na 50 bob pekee for a chance ya kuomoka na 500k. Lazima kaende, yende kila wiki.
Play responsibly. Betting can be addictive. Not recommended for the persons under the age of 18. Authorized by BCLB number 587.
Machiegni kendo, osiptande 25 e boma ma Narok olor kuom kinde bang' ka noyangore ni osiptande 6 bende olor tijegi mamoko tok rem chopo kare dwaro mag chikego moketi kod duol mochung'ne jochiw thieth e pacho ka KMPDC. Lipodni olosnwa kod Vida Atieno.
Bedo gi lony, tiyo maber kaachiel kod chopo yore mag thieth ma owinjore en ageta mar duol mar KMPDC kata the Kenya Medical Practitioners and Dentist Council. Osiptende 75 kuom osiptende 250 to kod 5 ei kaunti ma Narok ne olor bang' yangore ni ok gichopo kare chik mag chiwo thieth ma owinjore.
So this inspection is geared towards ensuring compliance and is an assessment to ensure that the personnel who are working there, the infrastructure, physical infrastructure, all these activities, together with the operation of the health facilities, comply to the set standards that have been put into place by KMPDC.
Kaolosi osiptal Narok County Referral, jagoro chenro mag kembe mag KMPDC Philip Melio Lenkamwaro, kaachiel kod jokanyo mag riwruogno ne otimo nonro kuom juma achiel kama ne giyango ni osiptende go itayo kod jochiw thieth maonge kod lony.
Patient-centered should be evidence-based. Therefore, quality assurance monitoring is very essential.
Ole Kamwaro ne ochiwo namba mar simu kaachiel kod website kama jopiny nyalo rango e lony mar jochiw thieth ka olero ni en ratich jopiny yudo thieth kowuok kuom lakteche man kod lony madwarore.
And we have been able to close 609 facilities across the country. And we are telling the other counties, the other places we have not visited, we are there. We are working with the National Police Service. We are working with the county government to be able to ensure that we bring sanity in this health sector.
Andrew Ndego, Ramogi TV.
Moko kuom otende ma pachoka oyango no hala osebedo maber higani kiyango ni maeri e higa mokwongo tok midhusi mar COVID-19 makoro hala ochako time maber. E nyasi mar ikruok machako nyasi ma sikuku, jalup jatend weche mag ohala e hotel ma Safari Park Samson Mwangangi oyango ni gimor kod chal mar kaka ohala medo dhi maber e otende higani.
It has been a great year. We've enjoyed good business. It's actually the best year post-COVID. And at Safari Park today, we are actually doing our second Christmas tree lighting ceremony. And during this occasion, we have also invited our top supporters so that they can come and celebrate with us. Today also marks the beginning of our festivity season, where we have quite a number of activities that are lined up. We have a number of artists, even as you can see around here, quite a number of them, and we are all ready to give our guests a celebration of a lifetime. And the Safari Park this evening, actually, we are showcasing all the various outlets that we have, because we understand that our clients visit various outlets at different times.
Nyakoromogi waiko ni mamoko mwabro kelo ni otieno e seche ma wabro kelo ni weche manyien mag ang'ich welo kod weche manyien mag oimore gie sani. Yena monda tieke gi kanyo, akwayo ni giko dira majaber. Nyinga Milton Ochieng Awuor.
Nakuru ni kwetu, Limuru ni kwetu, Ruaraka ni kwetu, Naivas ni yetu, yo.
Naivas saves you money. Higni ariyo nyaka ne wabie yamo. Joneno magwa osebedo jokorwa ahinya. Kaka yorwa mar goyo erokamano e kindegi duto, warwaki e chenro mar thieth maonge chudo, free medical camp. Tarik 1 dwe mar 12 e kar thieth ma Sena level 4 e chula Mfangano, Homa Bay County. Wan gi lakteche kod jolony thieth ma biro pimo kendo thiedho tuoche ma opogore ka ochakore sa 1 okinyi. Nikech pile wawacho ni ngima en mwandu. Warwako uduto.
Nelson. Yes.